Good morning, it's Christy here bringing you your Magnanimous Monday Rewind from Krystal. It was originally recorded on April 3rd, 2018, and it's called Trust Your Coach.
Well, hey, y'all, it's Krystal Hunsucker. Welcome to your Magnanimous Monday $1 Million Message, and you are winning. You are a winner, so let's talk about winning. And, I just want you to get in the mindset, especially in this Mary Kay career, to choose to like being around greatness. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the real world, people are not as drawn to people who seem to have it more together than they do, or that think bigger than they do. And, in our Mary Kay culture, we are so blessed that, honestly, in my own life, it's made it just a little bit hard to make good friends in, where I live and around the people, because I am around people that are greatness, and just choose to be the kind of person who likes being around greatness. Try to make you a positive kind of uncomfortable, not a negative uncomfortable. It's kind of like I saw somebody posted the other day on Facebook, and she said, to the new mom who keeps posting the pictures of your babies, I love seeing the joy of the miracle in your life. And to the person who just got through a rough situation and watching you firmly stand your ground on your faith and, get through the battle and the way that you shared it, and to the person who just retired and, went all through all these different life accolades that we all go through. And at the end of the post, it said, instead of being annoyed with people's lives and the things that they are posting, why don't we get on the positive side of life and look at how great the things that they are going through? Isn't that powerful today? But, I want to talk to you. Those were just fun little pre-notes to the real deal, you guys. God made us to win. He made you to win. And I had the honor of hearing Carly Patterson, who was gold medalist gymnast. I don't know if you remember her or not, in 2004 at the Olympics. And she was amazing in Athens, I believe it was. And just an incredible gymnast, just absolutely adorable and powerful. And she was actually at our church this weekend, and I got to hear her do, a really great Q&A. And so it was just really awesome just watching who she is and who she's become, because obviously she is no longer 16 as she was in 2004. So, she got asked the question, how did you get interested in gymnastics? And so it made me think, how did you get interested in Mary Kay? I sometimes think that we forget to ponder on that often, at least once a month, reminding ourselves why we started this thing. Why did you get interested in it? Answer that question today. And he also asked her when she realized, she said, when did you realize you were good? When did you know you were good? And I'm going to ask you that today. When did you realize you are so good at this? You are so good. And if you don't think you are, why? Why don't you think you are? Why don't you think you're as good as you are at what you can do? And, it was really powerful, because her gym schedule, when she realized she was good, and when the coaches realized how good she was 7 or 8 years old. I want you to imagine that. Can you even imagine 7 or 8 years old? And she was practicing 2 times a day, you guys, at this time in her life with her gymnastics. And there became a transition. And that transition was, okay, she is really good, and there had to be a transition from school, and now school was going to be at the gym, and so she was going to be literally almost living at the gym, because gymnastics was going to be such a huge part of her life. And she even said ultimately, it's kind of like in this career, ultimately, not everyone, some people do, but not everyone signs up and from day one says, I want to be a national sales director. You kind of look at it and you think, oh, that'd be cool, but that may not necessarily be the original first goal. And that was kind of like for her, that really wasn't her thought process, especially we're talking about an 8-year-old. But here's the thing, you guys. Her parents, they did not see how they could do it, how they could let her train that much, and what school was going to look like, and, all of the different things. But they trusted her coaches. And that's the first thing that I want to tell you today. Trust your coach. Trust your leader. Trust your mentor. Trust your national sales director. Trust the national sales director if you don't have one. Trust your mentor. You've got to trust your coach, because I can tell you, I can honestly say from my heart, whether someone is in Mary Kay with me for life, or if they have left Mary Kay and decided not to do it anymore, I can't do anything about their attitude when they leave the door. But what I can do something about is I know in my heart my intentions that I had for them, that I never want ever to be in a position that somebody felt like that I steered them down the wrong road or told them to do something that they shouldn't do, that my intentions are for their success, for their dream, for their heart, for their work ethic, or for whatever it is. So trust your mentor, because here's the deal, you guys. As a mentor to others, I can tell you, if I tell them to do something that is not good for them, it is not good for me. So you can trust your leader is going to steer you in the best direction. And just like Carly Patterson's parents, they had to trust her coaches. And she did different competitions. She got to the level, I didn't know a lot about gymnastics, to be real honest with you, so you probably already know these things if you've ever followed any gymnast. But there's different levels that you can make, kind of like in karate, how there's different belts, that as you go up the path of becoming literally an expert. And so they have level 10 gymnasts, and she made the level 10 gymnast at 10 years old, which was really young, and then they have an elite gymnast. And she was so young for this age, just a rock star. And I want you to imagine an 8 to 10-year-old, 7 hours a day. She was practicing about 35 hours a week. And at the age of 14, she made the U.S. national team. There were 25 girls on that team, 25 girls out of the entire United States. I mean, I was just trying to wrap my brain around that. And I got to be real honest with you. When I was listening today, I was looking at, them talking about how she was putting in 35 hours a week of practice. Now, I am highly and extremely aware that most people that come into Mary Kay have another full-time job. A lot of you that are listening are sales directors. And so I really want to talk to the sales directors, but I really also want to talk to the women who have a passion to one day be a top leader in our company, be a top sales director, be a Cadillac director, be a national sales director. And that when I look at that, and then I look at who honestly and truly of you that are listening, including myself, are truly putting in 35-plus hours a week into our careers. Honestly, I mean, income-producing activities, really, have you ever asked yourself, am I really putting in the hours to get to be the CEO, to get to be a $1 million money maker that I deserve to be? Are you really putting in the time? Because this little girl was putting in the time at 8 to 10 years old. Blew my mind. But one of the things that you've got to know is opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity. There is a window, you guys. There is a window to your life and to your dream, and I have seen this come to fruition in an exciting way where someone took advantage of their opportunity in this, that the lifetime, that they had that opportunity in this lifetime and they took it. And I've also seen people who missed a window. But I tell you, I posted it the last day of the month a couple of days ago that you cannot fail unless you quit. So what I want to tell you is this opportunity is here for you forever, but you've got to take advantage of those times when the window's open. Because opportunity of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity. Because if God sees you not doing what he's called you to do and you're capable to do it and he's given you what you need and you just keep not doing it, he is going to give it to someone else. Does that not scare you? It scares me. So Carly talked about those that she had to push past the I don't feel like it days. Okay. I'm a new mom. And, getting back in the swing of things is taking just a little bit longer than I thought, solely just because I'm still trying to figure this thing out and figure out what I'm going to be doing. And but I truly, every day right now, I have to push back the I don't feel like it today. And Carly attributes her success to her coaches and her work ethic because she got passion and discipline and had a daily routine. Because you get to choose every single day, whether your day happens by fault or by design. You get to just get into a routine by fault, like you just kind of do it like you just take a bath every day and brush your teeth every day, and you get up and you do the robot things that you do. You make the breakfast, you take the kids to school, you go to work, you pick them up, you make the dinner, you put them to bed, you watch the television show, you kiss your husband, and it starts over again, kind of the by fault or by design, that you are so intentional every single day. And I just really started thinking about that today when they said the daily routine. Because one of the things that I've learned with having a newborn is that there isn't really such thing as a schedule at first. You can do your best to start a routine, but there is not a schedule because it's a newborn. And they don't do the same thing every single moment of every single day for a while. You know, I mean, of course, the older the baby gets, the easier that gets. But ultimately, a baby that just came into this world may not necessarily go on a schedule, but they will go on a routine. And so, you know, really thinking about that with your Mary Kay business. If you are just going to make a day by design and not by fault, and for me personally, thinking of, okay, I've got this new baby. I'm trying to figure out how to work my business flexibly around this new situation, around this new person, you know, hiring the help, doing the different things that I need. But if I won't get so caught up in the schedule, but in a routine of what are the things that I need to add into my routine that are going to get me to where I want to go, sharing the Mary Kay opportunity, booking appointments, you know, doing the parties, having career chats, you know, all of those different things, and putting them into my routine and not expecting this exact day to look this exact way, and then just knowing that the day was a success when I get done what needed to be done. I hope that kind of made sense to you today, because it's really been a revelation for me, and I will expand more on it once I experience more of it, because this really just kind of downloaded in my heart today. One of the things that Carly really talked about was that stretching was her least favorite thing to do, but it was necessary. And she had to stretch first because it warmed up her muscles. It would warm up the muscles, and you're going to get hurt if you don't. So think about what are the things that basically are our stretch things that we have to do that may not necessarily be your favorite. Here's the deal. I truly believe we have the best business on the planet, but guess what, y'all? Guess what? I don't like every single thing. I don't like to do every single aspect. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to give you my list. We all have a list of things that aren't our very favorite, but gosh, it is way better than, you know, what the alternative could be. But also, you require the hard work of the stretch. It's what pushes you and makes you better and grows you. In all honesty, it's why Mary Kay made this business that we all start out exactly the same, how we all started a kitchen table, how you can't come in and say, here's $10,000, I want to be a national. It doesn't work that way. You had to start from the very beginning. You had to stretch and do the necessary things because it requires the hard work of the stretch. And once you are stretched beyond your normal, once your mind is stretched, it will never go back to be the same. Do you realize that? You are never going to be the same because your mind isn't stretched. But what happens is even when we've done this and we get to that kind of destination place we're looking for, we stop doing what we did to make what we did possible. Have you ever done that? You got to that certain place in your life, maybe in a job, maybe in your marriage, maybe in your Mary Kay, that you did. I thought about this a lot today, too, even with my marriage, that I just wanted to keep getting better in my marriage. And there's a couple of things that I have slacked off giving the A-plus effort that I need to step back into. And, you know, part of it's the season. I've been tired or, you know, I mean, there's different things that I could be doing better to take care of my home, to, you know, whatever that may be. And so why do we do that? Why do we stop doing what we did to make what we did possible. You got here. You did it. You were your best. You were at your best level, but we stopped doing the things. We stopped doing the noticing what needs to be noticed. You don't get to have a medal around your neck like Carly did just because you did it. You did the hard work. You did the and then some. So keep doing it. And it's because you worked hard. That's what's going to get you the gold medal. You know, literally the gold medal in Mary Kay. The hard work, you're going to gold medal. But one thing Carly said, her coach always said to her, and I absolutely love this, is hard work never disappears. It never disappears. Hard work never disappears. I will tell you right now, the hard work that I have put in over the last 14 years on this time of my life, that I took some time off 2 years ago during my wedding, and then I got back that hard work, and then right now, just having my baby, that hard work has paid off, you guys. I am telling you, hard work never disappears. Hard work will pay off. But at some point, you got to do the hard work. And, you know, really great definition of winning is to overcome the obstacles that are in your way of achieving what it is that you want. Do you want me to say that one more time? To overcome the obstacles that are in your way of achieving what it is that you want. And you've got to have diligence. We are required to do something. It is your responsibility. And the hand of the hard worker will rule. You have to pay the price, though. You have to pay the price. There are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to success. You know, something else that Carly talked about is at the Olympics, that for her, it was not about beating someone else, because she knew that the only thing that she could control were her routines. And her routines are, you know, the different, the vault and the beam and the floor exercise and the bars, you know, all the different things. Only thing she could control was her routines and what she did. And she even said, after watching all of the floor routines of all of the different girls from China, from Russia, the top best gymnast in the entire world, she knew exactly what to do to get the score that she needed. And that's what I want to tell you. You know what to do. Like, there is such a roadmap. It is so simple. We book appointments. We sell products. We book an appointment. We share the opportunity. We book. We sell. We recruit. We book. We sell. We recruit. You guys, it is like you know exactly what to do to get the score that you need. And the great thing is when you reach it, that best thing that you've ever done in your whole life is now the ground floor for the next best thing that's coming. Winning requires resiliency. You know, Carly talked about she had a lot of injuries. She had an elbow fracture, and her doctors told her she needed to rest for 6 weeks, which meant zero working out for 6 weeks. Well, this was right before the Nationals, and she hurt her elbow in practicing, so she took 2 weeks off to let it rest because she just didn't have time. And, you know, she said she really debated as she contemplated, you know, that somebody should maybe take her place on the team, but no one did. And she said when the team arrived at Nationals, this is Worlds. They were going to the Worlds. So it was the national team going to Worlds. She said when they arrived there that it was literally like their team had been cursed. Have you ever felt cursed? Like there's just a curse on your life? But she said one girl got the flu and never even got to compete. Another girl had another injury. Another girl tore her ACL, and she had this elbow. But here's the thing that you've got to remember. The closer that you get, the more you are challenged. It doesn't get easier. So just be prepared for that and be ready. And know that when those obstacles come, the closer you're going to be like, oh, I'm getting so close because I am so challenged. I am so challenged. I know it's not getting easier because I'm so close. So she pushed back the pain and kept going. And it was the American World team that was the first time to win the world. And after that, she found out that she was competing on an elbow that was broken. Had immediate surgery, got bolts put in that, had a 3-month recovery it was just a year away from the Olympics. She just thought, you know what, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You guys, there is no such thing as a pain-free journey. And she believed, though, that there was a plan. And even though she couldn't see it, she was watching others winning, others practicing, others being healthy, and she's sitting there healing and watching and just asked herself, will it ever happen for me? It will happen for you if you stay in the game. It even says in the Bible, a man falls 7 times and gets back up. Keep getting up because hard work will pay off. Winning requires hard work, resilience, and overcoming fear. Fear is just a feeling, and you can squash it, and you can overcome it. You can do it. The last couple of things that I want to share with you is just run your race. Everyone runs, one wins, run to win. And the last thing I want to share with you is God is not giving you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and a sound mind. And you get to choose between this is good, but I choose best. Get back up. Make this a winning month. We've got this awesome promotion. Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you going to win? I loved getting to share this today because I got to really just talk to myself for the call today and just really reiterate all the amazing things that touched my heart today. Raise your hands in the air so I can bless you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face to shine upon you. Say you know that if God is for you, who can be against you? With God on your side, whom shall you fear? May you be like a tree that is planted by rivers of living water, that your leaf will not wither. And whatever you do, say it with me, it shall prosper. Have a magnanimous Monday and a winning, awesome April.